Come on in the room. You know, like that old school saying, Angelina Jolie. Come in, say hello as you come in. Let us know where you from, represent where you from, and everything like that. What's up to all the beautiful peoples out there in Facebook land? Andre, what's going on? Natalia, representing from Brooklyn Zoo. Come on in, tell us where you from, say hello, say what's up to us. That's my lovely wife.
Hey,
is doing everything but what she's supposed to do.
you do it all the time, so why I can't do it?
You can't do what I do. What's up, Corey? Consuela from Alabama. Sending our prayers out to everybody who's been affected by the hurricane.
Did you say hurricane?
Yeah, I hope everybody's made it through. You may have lost some property, but didn't lose your loved ones, so that's good.
Hey, y'all.
Late, but right on time.
I'm always on time.
Yeah, no. You trying to coordinate with me?
Color coordinate.
You on the mushroom belt?
You got a mother? You got a mushroom belt?
What?
Shut up.
What's it? What?
So anyway, so we coming in slowly but surely.
They're waiting for you to come on before they come in.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they knew I wasn't here.
Yeah, see? Now, look, coming in.
Come on in the room.
You just asked me about saying, see?
Yeah, but you was singing real loud.
Be by my style.
Mm-mm.
We call them fans, though.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Miss Hayes in the building. So, what the day is?
so suck my toe all the way to Mexico.
Yeah, no.
You don't want to suck my toes?
No.
Why not?
We're not there yet.
How long we take? We've been together forever. How long it take for us to get there?
That's the 60-year anniversary gift right there.
Sucking toes? 60 years?
Yeah.
Oh.
60th anniversary. I got you.
Can I get it before then?
You won't even be able to get your foot up like that there.
Hey, Vicky from Virginia.
Yeah.
Man. So happy Monday. Consuelo, don't laugh at him. Do not encourage, because encouragement just makes it worse.
Happy Monday.
Makes it more worse.
You said something then.
What?
Happy Monday.
What's wrong with that?
Anyway, what's our topic for today, Ms. Thomas?
Oh, no. She can't join, because she going to be petty. Go to bed, hair roller lady.
Seems like you're petty.
I got to have
Angie know she petty.
You just going to drink? So anyway, last week, I don't know any other normal people on here right yet?
I don't think so, but they coming. They tardy for the party.
Anyway, last week we talked about quite a few things. We kind of did a recap of before.
The previous 2 weeks.
Right. Okay. Flamingo family.
That's right.
No.
You know?
We say no to flamingo. But anyway, Or you want to go over what we were talking about before, honey? Because we didn't.
Yes. Go over it.
We could talk about inappropriate social media interaction.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, go ahead, knock that out.
Well, no, I'm not doing anything that's me alone, honey. We're a team. Teamwork make the dream work.
You went to sleep alone the other night. Anyway, I digress. Social media interaction that is inappropriate.
Is it appropriate to have your exes as your friends?
I don't know. Is it? Tammy says good evening.
Good evening, Tammy. Where you from? Rushed in from work to catch up. Thank you, Tammy. We just getting started. I appreciate it, but make sure you always be safe.
Is the ex sending you nudes?
No, but is it, first of all, we're just going to start basic. Is it appropriate for you to have your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend as your Facebook friend? I want to hear from y'all. Weigh in. Do you think it's appropriate to have your exes as your friends on Facebook? Or from New Orleans? Okay. So is it anybody? I want y'all to chime in. I want y'all to interact with us tonight. Do you feel like it's appropriate?
I thought Tammy was saying no.
Right. I did too for a minute.
You know, I think it depends on the relationship. Some people probably say yes. Some people probably say no. I mean, you have to know your spouse and your situation, I guess.
Okay.
What would you say? What's your view?
Okay, so mine is a two-part.
Okay.
One of which being, I always caution against putting yourself in a line of temptation. Mm-hmm. Especially if that's somebody that you had a past with, like, especially somebody significant past. Somebody you've been intimate with or you care for or anything like that. But the other part of that is definitely knowing your spouse. If you know that, if you know that you have a hard time not, like if somebody flirts with you, you know I'm not good with flirting back or whatever, mm-hmm. or if your spouse has had a problem with infidelity or doing stuff, then it's very I wouldn't put myself in that position. And for a woman or for a man that had either one of them to step out or to have inappropriate conversations, mm-hmm. then I would say definitely no for that.
Okay, so you're saying if you're a person that gives into temptation or has had infidelity problems in the past, then the answer is no.
There's a definite no.
Okay, Tammy says, exactly said, depends on the situation, kids, etc. By the way, guys, don't forget the little box in the left-hand bottom corner to share with your friends.
Can you share it right now on the left-hand side? Hit share to your page so people can join. So
and hit the thumbs up and the heart if you are digging what we're saying or you're enjoying the conversation.
Now, you said, depending on the kids, Tammy, what does that mean, depending on the kids?
Said situation, comma, kids, etc.
Right, but I'm saying...
So I guess all the different factors in your life.
Right, but again, how would kids... I'm asking this because I want feedback. How would your kids play a part in whether you're befriending an ex?
Right. Hit us back with that, Tammy, let us know. Headed in the right direction says, I don't think it's a problem unless it's a problem person, but definitely depends on the situation. Consuela says, I think not because an ex is an ex for a reason. Hashtag my opinion.
Well, Consuela, and an ex is ex for opinion, but how often have...
Ex is ex for a reason.
I'm sorry, whatever. How often have we gone back to an ex? And I'm not talking about while you're married, but when you dated somebody, they might have been bad for you, broke up, and you still mess with them. They just came at the right place, right time, things like that.
You trying to tell us something?
No, boy. But I'm saying people mess with their ex all the time. So, yes, your ex could be an ex for a reason, but they could be an ex because they don't have a job or because they didn't treat you right, but the sex might have been good. Or they might have they might be bad in certain areas, but really good in what you need emotionally. So they can be an ex because you couldn't live your life with them, but it's times where what they offered you, you need, and they just come at that right time. So I mean, it's a catch-22. What's the next comment?
Keela says she guessed if you have kids from your ex.
But I know people that have kids from their ex and they're not friends with their ex. So you can. I get that part of it. But you don't have to, because that's not contingent upon co-parenting. Like, co-parent, you can co-parent without being their friend on Facebook, because there's a lot of ex-husband, ex-wives that still want to get back with them.
Yeah, but if you do that, then you can't be nosy to what they got going on.
Well, that's true. That's true.
You can't Facebook stalk.
That's true. So, all right. So for the most part, I think everybody's saying that. I'm guessing that everybody's saying it depends on the situation, but nobody's saying, I've not seen a no yet. Like we've done a version of this before, and people usually say no.
Really? I don't remember.
Yeah, we did this before, and people said, it was absolutely not. You shouldn't befriend your ex. So
maybe age has something to a part to play.
Because a hoe is a hoe. It can be 80 or 40.
No, I'm not saying age like that, but like age, like length of time that they've been an ex. Like if you dated somebody 10 years ago as to somebody you just got out of a relationship with 3 months ago, you know what I'm saying? Like you have less of a chance of relapsing with somebody that was an ex 10 years ago.
But not, okay but
just I'm saying in generalities, there's always outliers.
But I'm saying, but there are people that you have had relationships with that still hold a big part in your heart, and you don't have to see them for 20 years, and you can see them in that's there if it's that person that did it for you. Right. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't think the time is a factor, because we're talking about married couples having their exes as their Facebook friends. When you start having all these criteria, now I gotta be like, okay, so my ex asking me, okay, you gotta say, how long y'all friends? Then there's a whole bunch of questions. Can they be my friend on Facebook or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna be like, well, how long have you been Facebook friends? You still like him? It's like, that seems really awkward.
Right.
No?
Yes, I agree. Keisha says no. Why even open that door? Maybe it's just me, but I wouldn't want my husband to be friends with his ex on Facebook. Man. A list right there.
Okay, so Keisha, we hear you, and most people have agreed to that. My question is, what happens when the ex is liking a lot of pictures or commenting on his or her pictures frequently, or sliding the DM?
But you don't have to be friends with somebody like their pictures, do you?
Yeah, well, if your page is private, because if your page is public, then I think you can like their pictures. But most people have their page private, where you have to be my friend. Some have it where you can be a friend of a friend. Renewed mind and all things become new.
Let's say because new. I might have meant become.
Oh, sorry. All right.
I want to say thank you to everybody that keeps sharing it. If you haven't already, click that share button down in the bottom left-hand corner. We appreciate it. And hit that thumbs up and the heart if you are enjoying the convo.
You said convo.
Convo.
So, will you feel some type of way if your husband's ex or your wife's ex is liking all his or her pictures, and baby, you look good, or even not even say baby, like you said, oh, you look beautiful. It could be an innocent comment, but because of who it's coming from, then it's now a problem.
Right. Tammy says, I have a friend who's friends on Facebook with her ex because their child isn't old enough to keep in touch. But they also have that type of friendship. For me, I say no, but it works for them. It depends on the situation.
Okay, but now, is your friend remarried? Because there's a lot of things you do when you're single.
Right. And there's the ex remarried.
Right. Because when you are, like if you have a child with somebody and then you guys get a divorce and you're co-parenting, it's one thing. But when you remarry, now there's some more boundaries, because what you like to do, I might let my ex come to my house and put the baby to sleep and lay in the bed with him or lay around the house or do whatever with the child. But if I have a husband, he ain't let my ex come laying around the house like he pay bills there. That's not what's gonna happen.
Oh wow. Tammy says she is married, the ex is not. So
that's a definite. I would say a definite no because you're just asking for trouble.
Yeah. Robin says she would have a problem with it. Too friendly.
Right.
Yeah, I think so. Your answer would be no, correct?
Right. Okay, what is Jacqueline saying?
I'll agree with you, Angie, but it's a very tedious situation.
How so?
I guess when you're talking about the kids and coming to put the child to sleep and all that kind of stuff.
But no man or woman is gonna be cool with their ex or their spouse's ex coming to lay around the house, even though it's with their child.
Ain't that what Will Smith did?
We not Will Smith. Lay around the house with their child because it's okay for you to take your child and spend time with them, but you can't lay around the house with me and my husband, and you can't lay around the house with me and my wife. We're ex, so we are co-parenting, but that means that the child has to be in two different places. We have to set up an arrangement. But if you don't have any boundaries, then this is going to go haywire.
Boundaries and limitations. So.
It would have to have boundaries. Because what would stop them from continuing to do more? Going in the kitchen and cooking them some food, or going in the kitchen like I'm fixing something with me and the baby in my house or in your house, and it's your ex-girlfriend or your ex-wife.
That's just a friendly thing to do.
What shit?
Robin says it's one thing. You are friends on Facebook. No need to be liking all the photos and commenting. Easy way to get deleted or unfriended.
But see, that's the thing now. Now, I want to throw this out there. So you're saying most people say it was okay to be friends with your ex,
as long as you don't like pictures.
But then now you're putting too many clauses in it. Okay, so then now she liking too many of my pictures, or now he liking too many of my pictures.
So I mean, you get like a month, one a month.
Right, but then you gotta say, okay, you can only like one picture a month or one picture a week.
You can't write no comment below.
Right, like if you gotta put all these prerequisites on it, then that's too much. Like if it's better to just to stay away from it.
Yeah, well, some people like that kind of stuff. Jacqueline says, I agree, but it's about respect and expectations confirmed.
I still don't know what that means, Jacqueline. Do you know?
I think she's saying about boundaries and limitations pretty much, I think, is what she's meaning. I'm not sure.
Okay.
That's what I think. Don't quote me on that.
Well, the only reason I'm saying is because there's always going to be somebody there that's going to push the boundaries. If you got,
right.
Like, you get women, and you guys, women, you've seen it happen. Even if it's not your relationship, you just seen women that's disrespectful. It's women that like your husband and will be disrespectful to you in your face. They will flirt with him and try to ignore you. It could be an ex, it could be somebody that just like him that would try to be disrespectful, because that's just the nature of women. I remember when the side chick knew her place. She was just a side chick.
You say you remember?
I mean, it being funny, but when a chick was his side chick, she knew that's what she was.
Right.
But now a side chick be like calling the wife.
All on Front Street.
I mean, I called him, he ain't answer his phone, put him on the phone. I said, wait, back up.
No anonymity about yourself.
I don't know about no anonymity. But what I do know is ain't nowhere in the world some chick you messing with finna call my phone to tell me you ain't answering your phone, and she need to reach you.
That's why you give out your cell phone number.
What you give out?
That pager number.
You got a pager?
Yeah, in that pager.
Right. But I'm telling you, I see it happen. I actually had somebody talking to me about that. Was that a session we had?
Probably, I don't remember.
But the girl was saying that it got so bad that the ex would call her and say, he not answering his phone and I need to speak to him. That's the easy way to get murdered.
Not murder? Somebody murdered?
Yeah, because that's so far disrespectful. But because the level of respect for marriage was put on a pedestal before. It was
something that was cherished.
Yeah, it was just like
it was on a pedestal.
It was just so like value. Everybody wanted to get married. You know, that was the dream. You grow up, you want to get married, you have children, and you wanted a husband of your own. Now people want your husband. They don't want one of their own.
No, people. Well, I hear a lot. As people saying, women especially saying they don't want to be married. They like mess with married men because they can do what they got to do, and then they can go home and send them on their way.
But see, they say that, but no woman wants to feel alone on Christmas, where he's at home with his wife and kids, right. And Valentine's Day, the days that you really want to spend with him. Now he got to be with his wife because there ain't no excuse you can give me that you're not with me on Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like that you can't just.
There's a hurricane.
So okay, go back. Somebody said something.
Fawn says, "Wow." Tammy says, "Right, Angie, they don't care anymore, and that's why I say it wouldn't work for me."
Right.
Facebook. Crystal says, "No way in the world." Consuela says, "Exactly." Crystal says, "Yahey." So far, I don't know what that means. I think every mate. This is from Jacqueline. Every mate knows how far the limits to go, and the mate is expected to handle that. Well, that's the thing, Jacqueline. The mates don't know how far. That's why you must discuss what your expectations are and come to some type of consensus about what you expect from each other. What is considered cheating? What is considered too much, too friendly? Like, all that stuff has to be discussed because what you think and what your mate think constitutes whatever is two different things.
But not even that, but like, okay, so if you ask me and my best friend the same question about relationships, what I think is okay for Cedric and what you think is okay for her husband, we're going to have two different things because we're two different people. Right. So there's no generality about what it is because every woman is different. Every relationship, every husband is different. Right. And so the couples that we talk to the most, that's the issue because what I thought was okay, he thought was too far. Or what she thought was okay, he thought was too far. Right. So we all have these preconceived notions about how things are supposed to go. But if your spouse does not understand fully, right. Not that he didn't hear you or she didn't hear you, right. But what does that look like to me? You know, can they be my friend? Can they like a picture? What if they inbox me a message? Well, it was this friendly conversation. Well, to you, you like, wow, you in her inbox because anything you could say on the page. And they're like, it's no big deal. They didn't say nothing about it. But have you seen such and such from high school? They can have general conversation, but you might be looking at there's a motive behind it. They're looking at it was a general conversation. You being over the top and jealous. You get what I'm saying?
In the inbox, trying to get in the box.
Right. That's true.
Hello. Keita says, yes, people don't respect marriage and they don't value the sacredness that's supposed to be.
That's what I was looking for, sanctity of marriage.
Right. Peggy says, exactly. Jacqueline says, that is all I'm saying, Cedric.
Okay, well, Jacqueline, that's what, you know, because I know, like, people sometimes give a quick answer, but we're really big, as you know, about communication, so we want to make sure we don't assume what you're trying to say. So if we don't know, we ask for more clarity so we can make sure that we're addressing, either agreeing or elaborating on what you said, so there's no ambiguity to your statement.
Exactly. You have to ask your spouse that, so you
Go
know.
Go back up there.
So you know what the boundaries are, so you know how far to go and what line not to step over because we've had that conversation. I know that this is too far, this is okay, so I'll stay away from that so I won't go over the boundary. If you don't have that conversation with your spouse, you don't know what that is. You are just assuming that they know, but do they really know? And that goes for other areas in your life, like what do you expect from your spouse as far as how much they should cook, who's going to clean what, who's going to wash, who's going to wash the car, who's going to do whatever. All that stuff has to be hashed out.
Like we talked about before, how, you know, I thought that just only men took out the trash, men cut the yard, men did this, and typically that's what happens. But there is no golden rule on who does what. And generally the man does do those things, but in his house, the woman might have did that. Because she was a single mother, or maybe she liked to do it. There's different reasons, but just because every TV show I see got the man doing it, or my daddy did it, or my cousin did it, I can't expect him to know what I'm thinking without clearly communicating that to him.
Right. And I know the Tuck said something powerful, that your husband is not your dad or your uncle or your brother.
Right.
That he has his own way of doing things, and that you have to establish your own normal in your home and not look at somebody else's normal or what you see on TV.
Right,
you
right.
have to establish what's going to be the modus operandi
right
in your house.
Well, the biggest thing is that we do too much assuming in marriage. I assume because that's what I know, and that's how I think.
Right.
Like if you and your spouse ever had a disagreement about something you thought was just, everybody do that, and everybody do that makes no sense, because everybody in my world did A, everybody in his world did B.
Right.
Look at my son join. Hey, babe.
Nah, what's up?
So.
I'm sorry. I'll go back. Crystal said there's always boundaries. Jacqueline said expectations confirmed. So that's what she meant by that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, thank everybody for sharing it. If you haven't already, go ahead and share it down the left-hand corner. Peggy says constant communication is key. That's true. And Junior waves.
But the thing about it is that so let's go back to we have a friend, we got an ex. Look at your face, I got you confused. We got somebody that's
I'm listening intently.
Somebody that's your ex, that's your friend on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're inboxing you.
Okay.
So do you tell your spouse they're inboxing me? Do I automatically delete them? Like, people don't generally just delete. Like, I mean, especially if the person didn't come off real abrasive.
Can you let them linger in inbox purgatory?
Yeah, but if you could see their message there, and they could just be saying simple stuff.
What it do?
Right, but how would that make your spouse feel in that situation?
Well, see, I think in that instance, you have to know your spouse, because if you have a spouse that's super jealous and blows everything out of proportion, then maybe you just delete it and let it go, because nothing happened. You didn't even communicate.
Delete the friendship or delete the message?
The message.
But see, now deleting
or
the message.
The person,
but I'm saying,
I'm not sure. I don't know.
But I'm just saying, but if you delete the message, then that looks like you're hiding something.
Well, and you may be, but in the sake of trying to keep peace in the home. Because
okay, so she said you should tell your spouse.
I think you should too, but again,
but so often we don't.
It's wisdom though, because if that's going to create another problem in your home and nothing happened,
but then I think you should delete that person.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm saying delete that person, but I would still tell my spouse. But I would say, hey, somebody inboxed me. I just went ahead and deleted them. I didn't want any problems.
But see, even when you say that, if I'm telling you, you could be like, you delete them. Why you let me see it first? If you delete it, you might be trying to be sneaky. She probably sent you some naked pictures or whatever. People have a tendency they can just go off the handle, because as humans, that's what we do. We go to the worst extreme. I'm not saying that I would tell, but everybody don't have the relationship that we have. That's the thing. It depends on where you are in your relationship as well.
And it's true.
Because you could have just say, for instance, we just got over an infidelity issue.
Okay. And
now, not with this particular person, but somebody else, like maybe I cheated with somebody that went to school with me. Now there's somebody else inboxing me that I didn't even anything, so I just deleted. So, but if I show you that, you're like, he added again. You know what I'm saying? And it's not what we've kind of tried to work through it. And
but if I find it,
but how can you find it if I delete it? I mean, I don't know.
Right, I'm just saying there's ways to find stuff. And if I find it, which if somebody's been unfaithful and you had infidelity issues, the woman usually goes looking to see if it's resolved.
If you find it, can't you see the content of it? I mean, I'm at a disadvantage because I'm not familiar with Facebook like that. But I'm just saying.
You can, but I'm just saying that to me it's about putting a value on your relationship. Is this friendship with this person so important that I would jeopardize my marriage? Because if my spouse is jealous, that's something that we need to get addressed just by itself.
Yeah, true, but that don't go away overnight. And I'm
But
not
I'm saying, so then alleviate the distractions though. Let's just delete them.
No, but somebody can't they send you a message without even being your friend or something? Can they like send you like, even if you're not my friend, you can send me a inbox or something?
Yeah,
right?
it goes to some kind of filter place where you really have to go in and see
I know
it.
you used to. I don't know. Anyway, I was just playing devil's advocate there.
I see.
Because I'm just trying to get people to use wisdom.
Okay.
So anyway, Jacqueline says, might as well just delete that person if it's that deep of a problem. And
Right.
that's correct. No sense of having unnecessary turmoil and stress in the home.
Right.
Aloma says, being upfront and honest about it should be the answer. And that is correct. Keela says, every relationship has its buttons, cheating, alcohol, drugs, etc. So one thing may cause an issue in someone else's marriage that your marriage will be cool with.
Correct.
And everybody's different.
But there's still certain parameters that you have to put on it. Because I don't care. Like, Cedric and I have that, we've pretty much experienced everything, but infidelity has not been the one that we've had to deal with. However, I don't act like the devil is not real and that he won't try to tempt me or Cedric to do something outside of our marriage. Like, we're not beyond the scope of saying somebody is pretty or handsome or attractive. So you can't say, well, that don't bother me, but there's somebody that would love to get in where they fit in. There's always somebody that would love to, I don't put our marriage on a pedestal by any means. We share our dirt. Y'all know that. But how wonderful would the devil love to have black love, have infidelity? And somebody be able to say, yeah, she on there every Monday, but I'm with her man every Tuesday, or whatever.
That's cool.
But I'm just saying, that's what they target. They see your marriage being successful. That's what the devil gonna come after. So you ain't never reached no point where your marriage is a fair proof,
right,
or whatever proof.
Yeah, that's true. All it takes is, and it doesn't take long for that wedge to grow in between you and you not to be feeling each other and somebody, you meet that right person at the right time.
But listen, all it gotta take is somebody at work might be showing you a little attention. Right. Now, you might not even like them like that. But what happens is they showing you attention. You get home and your spouse acting real stupid. And they ain't paying you no attention. So now you start to go to work to look for that affirmation that you're not getting at home. So you're not thinking about cheating, but you just like the way this person makes you feel. Right. And so then, now I look for this. So now you end up getting this emotional connection to this person. Right. You never intended on cheating, but what you were lacking at home, the devil put in your face at work. Now it could be a grass that's a board that's spray painted green, so it look really good and vibrant. They're giving you compliments, but they could be horrible on the inside. Right. But what it does is make your marriage look horrible, and this relationship at work look really good. Everybody that's cheating didn't set out to be a cheater.
Right.
It sometimes
when people say sometimes you just fall in it.
You're so stupid.
Oh,
don't fall in it.
Oh,
no. Let me. You got some comments?
Yeah, quickly. Jacqueline says because obviously insecurity somewhere and content is important too.
Okay, stop. Wait a minute.
That was about what we were talking about the inbox. That's what she responded.
She said, "Was that insecurities what?"
I was saying about not telling if it's going to be a problem, just delete it. She said there's some insecurity somewhere. And the content of the inbox message is important too. That's what she was saying. Like what it says. Like if it was something.
But listen. But let me ask you this. But is it ever appropriate for your ex to be inboxing you?
Well, I'm sure in their minds it might be all right
if they don't have. But I'm asking all these wives and husbands. Is it because if you want to say, hey, why would that not be something you can write on my wall? Like small conversation. Okay, regular conversations can be had on my wall, which there's no ambiguity about what we're talking about. Everything is out in the open. When you go to the inbox, when you slide in my DM, then it's something. Phrase
just make it seem so sinister, like it's.
But because that's in those contexts, that's what it is. When you sliding in my DM and having a conversation, it's because you're trying to have a connection that if it was on my wall, it would look like, why this chick talking to Cedric like that? Right. Or why she commenting so much? That's just my thoughts. But go ahead.
We'll get back to that quickly. Chandra says she missed what we're discussing. We're talking about Facebook, inboxing, the appropriateness of exes.
Can your ex be your friend?
Right.
Cheating.
All those type of things. April,
Boundaries.
Peggy, Jacqueline all agree with what we were saying. Loma says, what is done in the dark comes to light. And then Peggy says no, never about exes inboxing is appropriate.
Right.
Shante says no. Shannon no. Consuela no. Nikki says no. Nisha said she's mad she didn't get notification that we were on. I don't know how she didn't get it.
Right.
Shante says your ex is an ex for a reason. Leave them in the past. Peggy said they're trying to be sneaky. I guess that's why they call it slide in the DM.
Right. That's why because if they wanted to say, hey, how you been? You can write down my wall. They
want to be private.
Yeah.
They don't want everybody
yeah.
to know.
That's because
telling everybody everything like they do. I don't know.
You finished?
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
Okay. So let me ask you this bigger question. What is cheating?
Ooh.
I want to hear some responses. Write what you think. Because
what's your definition of it?
Because everybody's definition of cheating is different. Like I hear people say my boyfriend cheated on me. But is it really cheating? Are you talking to somebody else or you dating went out on a date? But is it really cheating?
Well, it's not necessarily cheating, but it's a breach of trust. If you agreed that you were going to be mutually exclusive and you're not, even though you're not married, it's not technically cheating, but you breached the trust because you said that you were going to do one thing and you're doing something else.
Okay.
So that would be my definition of that. It's not cheating technically per se, but if you say, okay, we're going to be together, we're not going to see anybody else, and you do the opposite, then you just broke that person's trust.
Okay, that's true. But my thing is, we talk about cheating, but I think that definition, what is your definition of cheating? Sleeping and dating others. Anything that disrespects my mate. Okay. Now, sleeping and dating others.
Yeah,
okay.
Ashley, is that when you're married or dating?
Which one? Ashley?
Yeah.
I agree with Cedric. Okay. Cheating is basically anything you hide from your spouse. Text, combos, lunch, dinners, etc. Okay. Now, I'm going to back up while we're waiting on some more people to respond. Now, sleeping and dating others, yes, that's cheating. Jack said anything that disrespects my mate. I would throw this out there, and we play devil's advocate, so I'm not attacking you, Jacqueline. We just like to pull some food for thought. What is disrespect? Because for years, Cedric and I had a debate. We were on different pages with what respect was. Because I would say I was respecting him. He was saying I did not respect him at all. Because his idea of what respect looked like and what it was totally different than what I had. Right. So to say anything that disrespects my mate, if I make that statement, I would have felt like I didn't disrespect him. So that wasn't cheating. Right. Because my definition was different than yours.
Correct.
So when you say anything that disrespects my mate, whose idea of disrespect? Whose
definition are you using?
Right. Are you using yours or theirs?
His? Right.
Because it's important to know both. Because what he does that disrespects you is different than what what men consider disrespect is much different than what a woman considers disrespect.
Correct. Well, because they have different life experiences, and they have different things they've been through. So,
well, not just that, but our makeup. But
you have different parents, and parents teach you like the word "shut up" was a big point of contention with you and I. Right. So, whatever. Anyway, Cynthia says, "What is your definition of cheating?" We'll get to that in a minute.
But that's what we're asking everybody to tell us what their definition of cheating is, right. And we've had a few so far saying dating and sleeping with others. Somebody said anything that that disrespects your spouse is what they said. Right. Mm-hmm. Anything done in secrecy. Okay, that's Tanisha. Cheating is anything that you are receiving from someone that you should be only receiving from your mate. Okay, in a relationship and or married.
She was referring to the first comment.
To me, cheating is anything you would not do in front of me. Anything that offends me is disrespect. Okay, I feel you. dipping in the cookies. That pause is retarded. That's so true, Billy. Shantae said, right. Jacqueline says, cheating, talk about him, negatively, secrets. We should already agree on the definition of disrespect. No, since for at least 10 years, Cedric and I had a difference of opinion about disrespect. Right. He was saying, he always say, you disrespectful. And I was like, I'm not disrespectful. So then when I said, okay, I used to disrespect Cedric, now I'm not disrespectful. And then one day he was like, you still disrespectful. And I was like, no, I'm not. He's like, what do you do to respect me? And I'm telling him, he's like, that's not what respect looks like to me. Right. His definition was so like, I was at the beginning of the alphabet, he was at the end. Like, it was so different. So definition of disrespect is different for a man and a woman. Right. All day, every day.
Twice on Sunday.
Twice on Sunday.
I want to go back to Jacqueline quickly. She says, talking about him negatively.
Is cheating?
Secrets. Yeah, that's interesting. Can you clarify that, Jacqueline? So talking about him negatively to others?
But that's still not cheating. That's a breach of trust, though.
I want to know what she feels about it. And is that if it's something that's true and it's negative, or if it's not true and it's negative?
But it don't matter because your spouse should be your safe place.
No,
so,
I understand that.
But I'm just saying, that is bad, and that's detrimental it can be detrimental to a marriage, right. But it's not cheating.
But she said talking about him. To who? To her best friend? Him?
But I'm saying, in my opinion, which is what we're talking about, none of that is cheating.
No, I didn't say it is.
But that's what we're talking about.
She thinks.
So we're going back and forth.
And she said, what do you feel about secrets?
Secrets, yes. We should already agree on this. Okay. Anything that's hidden from your spouse, anything that you have to hide, anything that you cannot do in front of your spouse, that's communication. That's communication so imperative. That's why you have to have a medium. What do you mean a medium, Cent?
Medium, like middle ground, I think what she's talking about.
Or middle ground or middle person. Because sometimes they look at somebody to be that middle person. Like we're that couple that we're the medium for people all the time. So, okay, so what's your definition of cheating, Cedric?
Actually, I think mine was very simple. Like mine was like, I think Billy said, anything you wouldn't do in front of me, I think would be, even if it's like conversating with somebody, like sharing with them an emotional connection, to me, that would be cheating.
Okay.
So, Chandra said, no, it's not cheating. Jacqueline goes over to, I'm reading it from here, honey.
I'm not going to look up something.
She said, yes to others is still a breach of trust, and if he doesn't know. So, yes, I agree with that. It is a breach of trust, but I don't know about cheating.
I'm saying, that's why I said it's a breach of trust, but, and they're all different bad parts of you that can contribute to downfall of your marriage.
Right.
But I don't think it goes with the definition of cheating.
Right, and she said that. Let's see.
Cent just one just killed with Cent right here.
Your safe space should be able to say that offends me, and your spouse or you honor it.
That sounds real good.
Yeah,
but that's not a common practice though, because if that was the case, people would just say whatever, and then it's okay. I'm telling you how I feel. And you go head on, but then if the person says, "Why is that opinion? That's stupid. That one, I mean, that's not a big deal." Blah 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 blah. Then it's not so much, it's my opinion. But now they're discounting my opinion or my feelings on that situation.
Right. Jacqueline says may not be cheating to you, but you asked what my definition was.
Okay.
And we agree that's your definition.
I would just say I thought it fell in another category, Jacqueline. Not they're all bad, but just fell in another category.
The Bible says, if you look upon a woman in your heart to lust, you have already committed adultery. That is true. Since I agree with Cedric, because that's how I got caught up. Jacqueline says, anything done behind your spouse's back is cheating if it's not positive. Yeah, I agree with that statement.
Yeah, that's always been mine. Anything that you wouldn't do in the presence of your spouse.
Right, correct.
And,
even if you get that hug, you hug a little longer. Squeeze a little tighter.
Yeah, you need to validate each other's feelings, but validation, that whole topic is very tricky and difficult. And I know you and I went through that for a long time.
Well, especially if you don't agree, you still have to validate with the person's feelings.
But we like this is the thing. You never get to a place in your marriage where you hit, like, you will have reoccurring things that you deal with. Like, somebody said one week, if you keep hitting the same thing, then, I don't know if they said your marriage is doomed, or I don't know what they said, but I was like, we have some of the same reoccurring things.
That just mean you haven't learned the lesson that you need to learn.
But like, okay, but we've had the issue with validation. Like, you disagree or I disagree, but then validating and not feeling like being heard, and we'll do well. But then it's times that months later or a year later you come back to the same issue, because if anything that's not practiced, it goes away. We can be great in one area this year.
Good. That means that you don't have those type of disagreements all the time.
Well, that's true.
You should be practicing it all the time.
That's true.
Cynthia says you have to validate each other. You said that. Claudine says emotional connection can be so much more than the actual physical connection. That's true. I think that's actually more worser, if that's a word, which is not, but we're going to go with it. Peggy says marriage everyday work. Ain't that the truth?
Yes.
Funk Love says the key ingredient in a marriage is dating to receive love, trust, communication, all other things. When you're in a relationship, it's compromise. Hashtag the Funks. 25 years strong.
Yes. Well, let me tell you. And that's what Cedric and I have actually been working on. It's so funny because we'll tell other people that, but we hadn't been dating. You know, our schedules and lives have been crazy. But then that's when we were starting to feel the disconnect. And I was telling you that's like the devil don't just show up and be like, y'all finna just get divorced. It's just, it's over time. It's gradual, like, and you start to feel like he don't love me, like she don't care nothing about me, she don't respect me. Because believe it or not, men want to feel loved and wanted too. Women just be like, I want him to come on to me, I want this. But men be like, I want her to get on me, I want her to want me, to flirt with me, to attack me. Men want those things too. And although they're not going, some things they're not going to say because they're going to feel like they feel soft. Right. You know what I'm saying? But
well, and they're not in the habit of expressing feelings. That's not something that we were taught or were encouraged to do.
Actually, we taught the opposite. We teach our boys not to cry, not to show emotion like that. Which, on one hand, you do want that, but then you do have a part that you need them to not get into a marriage and be so.
Right, you need to be able to communicate what you're feeling effectively, and
right.
if you're not used to doing it, it can be difficult.
Right.
And make you feel funny on the inside.
Shut up, boy. Sense says
reoccurrences mean more work to be done. And Peggy said, yes, I love it. Me too. The Funks, 25 years strong.
Yeah, they DJ. They
Funk Love.
Funk Love have they DJ time when they be jamming. They done took me all the way back. I'm over here about to
really
break my knees. You listen to it with me, honey.
Oh, that was okay.
Yes, they went to Oak Ridge.
Okay, they really.
Really? What it is? You get on my nerves.
I don't remember.
You acting like you real old right now. Oh really?
I don't remember.
We watched it together.
How long ago was that?
It was a while. I've listened to myself, but
see,
we listen to. I put it through speed
with me
because you don't be. We won't watch your TV. and You won't be with me.
Whatever.
Anyway,
you got to date me.
But
that's how I feel. I communicate my feelings.
So exes being your Facebook friend, sliding in your DM. I think, look, it was Oak Ridge, Jesus.
Yeah.
With a side of you not handling your business. If you're not sexually fulfilling your husband or wife,
right.
And I'm not, okay, if you're not emotionally fulfilling or sexually fulfilling your husband or wife, then you really asking for some foolishness.
I know, right?
Because it can go real left real quick.
Real left.
Real quick.
Funk Love. You see what that is right there?
Oh, Jesus.
Woo! Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge, pipe dreams. Jesus, help him.
Pipe dream. Girl.
Anyway.
Yes. So, anyway, Chandra said it almost ruined her marriage. Her husband he couldn't communicate his needs. Marcus says, I agree, said gaining emotional connection with someone other than the person you're dating or spouse.
You been reading too fast, baby. I don't know what you said.
Which one? Chandra's?
Marcus.
Oh, we talk about emotional connection is worse than the physical. Cindy said, after 3 marriages, I can honestly say I fought for one and it was too late.
But that's the thing, Ced.
You live and you learn.
Like, I think it's your idea of what marriage takes, because, like, I never saw my parents fuss, but I never saw them holding hand, hugging, and kissing either. Right. So when you get into a marriage and y'all have problems, you thinking like,
you don't supposed to have problems if it's real love, if it's
right?
true love.
And that's what the movies tell you. That's what the TV shows tell you. That's what all these fairy tales tell you, that when you get married, everything is great if it's the right person, if he's the right one, if you in love, if she's that one.
Right.
But that's actually the opposite.
Well, the funny thing is, most times they don't become that right one until after you've grown into the relationship. When
right.
you met them, they're not actually the right one.
Right. Right. That's a lie, but that's the lie, but that is oh gosh.
It's great to be a pioneer.
You know, I'm about to block all the Oak Ridge people off my, because y'all get real stupid.
Don't
real
like
stupid,
that.
real
Like
quick.
Don't be like that.
Edgewater Eagles, baby.
The what? The who? Yeah, you wasn't the cheerleader. Anyway.
What were we talking about?
Not Edgewater.
Shut up. But what I was saying about relationships and being emotionally disconnected with your spouse, like not giving them, fulfilling their needs.
Right.
I find it difficult that a lot of, I'm gonna go here first. A lot of women want to say how, oh God, did she say blue darters? I'm dead.
APK represent?
No, not APK. We're not doing this tonight. You have a lot of women that when they're upset with their husband, say, I'm not giving him any. They don't talk to him. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you realize what you're breeding, though, is discord, is division, and you are opening the door for the devil to send that heifer right to your man.
Ooh, not that heifer.
And I'm just telling you that you got to grow up in that era. Oh, did we say APK? See, I'm about to block all y'all Popkins off my...
How you going to try to block everybody but Edgewater?
Ain't nobody on here from Edgewater.
Exactly. I don't even know how to work the computer.
Thank you, Crystal. Like, I really believe that we've been taught, I think women were taught to, like, my hot pocket is my prized possession, so if you acting up, you ain't getting none. Like, it ain't 50 other helpers out here that's single that
got hot pocket.
Got hot pocket.
And it might be better than yours. Ooh. Ooh.
Did he say it better than yours?
What you gonna do then?
Never go to bed mad. Okay, now see, it's Peggy said never go to bed mad. I don't know about that.
Well, that's biblical. Right?
No, it said that the sun go down your wrath.
Right.
But
mad is you saying two different things.
Right, because it's times that we have been in the disagreement and we go into late midnight hour, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's no resolve. You're fatigued mentally, right. Physically. That's when stuff gets said that don't mean to be said, and you don't get anything resolved. Right. So we can say fuss all night because we're not gonna let sun go on our wrath, but that doesn't mean this disagreement is gonna be resolved. Right. So I guess
sometimes if you both hotheads, it's probably good to let some time pass before you discuss it, so you can discuss it with actual results and not just call each other names or yell at each other, whatever the case may be.
So anyway, just to throw that back out there with the remember women find it hard to make love during discord.
Discord, yeah.
But
the funny thing about that, though, Ced, is that there's been times when we had discord and we did that, and that was actually the answer to discord because you're mad about something that's not really important anyway.
Sometimes what you're mad about is really stupid. Right. Now you have real issues, but sometimes we can be petty, they can be petty, he can be mad because you ain't do what he thought you should do, and you can be mad because he do it, he's vice versa. But what happens though, you know, when you're having sex, that is, you're coming together. So it's a way to let your guard down. And
well, it's a way to gain connection with each other.
Right, right.
And the Bible clearly speaks about not neglecting that, because when you do, you leave room for the devil to come in and create even more division between you.
Right. And so, and I ain't saying every time you do something, you're going to be making love. Sometimes You got to let him hit it and go on.
Now, that's called a quickie.
It's called what?
A quickie. Or a one-hitter quitter.
So extra. Husbands get mad and do the same thing. It's not just the women who get mad and do these things. Men and their egos can be very petty also. They can be.
That's true, but I don't know if they're going to withhold the sex, though. It might be a couple that may withhold
They
it.
may withhold it if they are... Okay, men are ego-driven. So if I feel like somebody else is more important to me, or if you don't make me feel like the man, or it might be somebody else... Like, those are different. There's different things.
Oh, if I feel disrespected, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What does that say? Say, I agree. Love making should be readily available. Right. Because I just say you leave the door for the devil. And
Right.
I'm not saying that every man that you don't give him something going to go cheat. Don't take it the wrong way. But
Right.
I do believe we ladies sometimes... We put our husband, we throw the alley-oop for somebody to slam dunk it.
Right.
I mean...
Sometimes the husband cheat, but there's a lot of things that you did to help lead him down that path. Now, I'm not saying it's not his decision.
He has the answer for that.
Right. He did it, and he's wrong, but you don't have to help him go down the path is what I'm saying.
Right. Don't be pushing him. Go
Right.
get you somebody else. Ain't nobody gonna...
You don't have to encourage it. We don't need no help. Don't help us.
I said, that's what it is, Cedric. What does that mean?
Oh, I think what I said earlier about the scripture. About neglecting and coming together, connecting. I think that's what he's referring to.
Okay. I'm not sure. We going it on. Shut up, Goldie. I've never been refused. But listen. Okay, so let's talk about me and Cedric. When we first got married, that was about to be a divorce factor, was it not?
Why? Because I said no.
Because he didn't want to do it as often as I did. Yeah. And we in the bed like this. I'm like, okay, so how often you want it? He like this number. And I gave my number. I got to meet in the middle. Because he was talking about once a week. I'm like 7 days a week. He talking about, okay, maybe 2. And then so I'm on Wednesday like, okay, you still owe me 3 days. We ain't did nothing. Like, that was really, I was like, no.
It was definitely because we didn't have that connection back then.
And I get that.
So I wasn't really feeling you like that.
And I get that. But I said I didn't get married not to be able to get none when I wanted it. That's part of the package. Booty duty. Give me that booty.
That's the only reason you got married.
Well, if that's the only reason, then you got to give it up. If I don't want you for nothing else. How about we almost got divorced? We almost got divorced about it
was all right, but you still her. All these years later,
you got in when you finished.
Yeah, you still here.
Go.
You might get you a sample this evening.
Look, Goldie, you get out here, Goldie.
Look, it say, Cynthia said, I definitely believe if he wants to cheat, he will with help, and some men will. Chandra said, how long we been married? How long been married, honey?
You don't know?
Tanisha says, withhold. I'm reading. You answer the question.
He don't know.
Peggy says,
over 15 years.
Right, Cynthia. Goldie says, said. She meant to say Angie right there. Freak. Tony says, laugh out loud. Cynthia said, girl, you wasn't putting it on him right.
Who said that?
Sid.
First of all, I put it on. We just wasn't getting along. So I was doing too much nagging, fussing, and complaining. And he wasn't feeling me at all. So now it's true that you could get on their nerves so much that they don't even want to see you, coochie or nothing. But you better get it up, because I need me.
Tanisha agreed with Cent.
What?
This is about you want to put it on me right. Cynthia say, why I can't
Tanisha, you know better, that. So we ain't even going to go there. Because who talked to you? Get your life.
Who's your best friend? Who best friend?
I don't know. Funk Love, you said, who's my best friend?
Who, me?
Me or Cedric? Wow, I can't believe Angie just said that. What? Said what?
I don't know what you said.
I don't know. I said so much.
Freaky, probably.
Well, but listen.
Freaky leak.
If I am a freak.
Why you got his hand like this?
And I get married, then I can be a freak. Keela is my best friend.
Huh?
This nigga said, huh?
Why you say that? Oh.
He said both.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't see it.
Well, read. Look at you.
I'm looking at your beauty. I'm mesmerized by the booty. I mean, your beauty.
said, you know, I was talking about wifing. You was talking about him. But at the end of the day, you're married, so get your freak on right. People act like, they be like, oh, y'all, you a freak, so what? Like, that's what you get married to do. You used to have the wrong answer.
7 days.
Oh, you talking about him? Yeah, I don't know. Nah, yeah. That's not my that ain't my thing. People like they say my spouse is my best friend. Yeah, we don't have that.
We are friends.
We're friends, but I would never. People say, "Who your best friend?" I don't say, "Oh, Ced is my best friend." I've never said that in my life, and you never said that was your best friend.
You're my bestie.
Did he say, wait? Ced, you talking about you're my bestie? Whatever. That funds, you better tell him he better get it up. I ain't get married to be right here wanting for something I can't get it.
Girl, stop it. You well taken care of.
Yeah, because I had to get your mind right about to slap you.
Oh, she said she was agreeing if a man wants to cheat.
You know, cheat. I was talking about it. Right, I was going to say, don't play. Somebody tell me that hula don't work, because Denise, you already know.
So I agree, freak husband, phone so you crazy. Talisa says, the two of you really encourage us out here. Keep it up, love it. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Right. Thank everybody for sharing it. We appreciate it. If you haven't shared it yet, go ahead and share it. Bottom left-hand corner. Hit those thumbs up and the hearts. If you are digging what we're saying, join the conversation. We appreciate you guys out here in these streets.
So, basically,
you just like to hunch all the time. You're real nasty.
I do. And is that a problem? Is that a problem?
What it is?
What? Yeah.
When I'm tired, it's a problem. No, it's not a problem. I'm all in.
Yes, you do be all in, so shut up.
All in.
How about that? He be all in my hot pocket.
That would not. You got no hot pocket.
Thank you, Jack. I ain't a hot pocket.
You got sweet potato pie.
What is a sweet potato pie? Thank you guys for joining Jacqueline and have fun. Look, he's my Funk Love Oak Ridge. I appreciate y'all. Look, I enjoy Funk Love. I enjoy just watching you and your wife, y'all interaction and y'all DJing together. And I see y'all do a lot of couple stuff. We just
she
recently,
DJ too?
Yeah.
They did at the same time?
No. You getting on my nerves because you see when I be talking to you, I had these conversations with you.
No, you
I was very excited about some of the stuff I saw on his page.
You was talking to your best friend. You weren't talking to me.
We don't talk about that.
Hi, being petty. Marcus said, I agree. Your spouse withholding sex will lead to the possibility of cheating. Withholding sex as a weapon will backfire. So I was holding sex from you, and it didn't backfire.
It can backfire. Let's say it can backfire, but it doesn't have to.
Right, because you shouldn't be doing it. Thank you, Consuela, for tuning in and sharing. We appreciate you.
This is the thing. Cedric and I try to share what we've been through and some of the stuff. Right, said so petty. Because, you know, this is some of the stuff that we wish we had known during the course of our marriage, during the course of the hard times. Because all you see is everybody looking happy. And it wasn't Facebook like that back then. It was MySpace, Jesus. But everybody had pictures and looking happy. You see people at church, they look happy.
I wasn't on MySpace either.
But then you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And so if somebody had told us that you can make it, because we done been through that same mess.
All of it.
All of it.
You keep reminding me of that song, but what's the name? Kelly, the singer chick.
Kelly Price?
You should have told me I wasn't smart enough. Should have told me. Not spaghetti wasn't good and all this him.
That's the words of the song?
I don't know the words. I just made that up. That's a remix, 2017.
Anyway, I appreciate everybody coming on. Now I wish I right. But you know, I mean,
no one has had the battle. G.I. Joe.
But this is the thing. You have to make sure when you go in, don't encourage him to sing. I can't. Oh my God. The other night he was acting like he was DJing from his phone and had it so loud because 2-3 o'clock in the morning I was like, dude, and he done went back. If he don't sit down, so he come in the room doing like this, I was like, no, you are not back in the day. You gonna need some Bengay later.
Whatever.
Funk Love, when y'all thing come on? Because I thought y'all do Monday nights. Because that's why I thought I was missing it. Because y'all do Monday nights. Y'all show us you can be saved, love God, and everything. And you go back. I missed it.
Love God with everything in you and be in love with your mate, and marriage can work if the two of you put in the work. Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate that.
Who was that?
Talisa Fisher. You definitely have to put in the work.
Yeah, Talisa, you know, that's the thing. You want to see that people have fun together. I mean, there's a lot of people that's married that don't like their spouse. I like my spouse. We have fun together. It's funny because we can go hang out and we can have fun together and not be vibing with each other as husband and wife.
Right? Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, like he's my friend, so I enjoy being with him. You know, we got inside jokes, stuff like that. But it's times I ain't feeling him as a husband. I don't think he did this, or he don't think I did that. So, but I think it's important that you're friend. I remember one time I told him that I said if we were to separate or get a divorce, I think I would miss my friend more than anything.
Nah, you missed that meat.
I know that's what he
That
said
meat.
to me. Best friends forever, right?
Girl,
Besties.
The bestie?
Why you gotta go up high like that when you say bestie?
You gotta go high and say bestie. Because the girls only want to say that.
My voice too deep. I can't say bestie like that.
Dudes gonna be like, that's my bestie. My best friend. Dudes don't say that.
Anyway, folks, look, I appreciate y'all relationship. It's really, it's refreshing to see other couples that like each other. And I can genuinely tell y'all like each other. Y'all kind of chill together. Y'all just be vibing. She's newer to the DJ thing. You can tell he been in it for a minute. But but he support her and push her. And I love to see that. And that's why I'm gonna show him later what I was talking about, because we done been over this. Because I was like,
I just need a refresher. That's all.
I was like, this is really cool. Because when I see other couples like that, I really like to see that. Anyway, and I can tell you like all the size of her bread, baby. You be buttering them all. So play with it.
That's right. You got like the crust of somebody. You know what I'm saying? All the crumbs in the bottom of the toaster. You got to get all that there.
Your face looking like that.
You got to get all that there. Tanisha says, I was there from the beginning, and they're definitely my example of marriage can work. Thank you, Tanisha.
Yes, you have been here from the beginning. Oh, Lord. That you used the good,
Lord.
bad, and the all the way ugly. But we're getting ready to close down for tonight. But I do want to say that marriage is work, but it can be the best thing or the worst thing. I like the best thing because you not dreading coming home. You not like, what they gonna be fussing about when I walk in the door now? It's not.
Oh boy, I remember that. I just sit in the car for about 45 minutes. And I can't pull up in the yard, just in the car. Get your mind right.
Shanice, you drew another picture?
Because it's about to be some foolishness.
Okay, I will take a minute. So,
You know what?
Robert Enoch. Hey, Robert.
You better stop drawing them naked people. I'm going to whoop you.
That's not even a naked person. Well,
Okay, we'll be in a minute. So, the thing about it is that I just say what Funk Love said is true. Dating is important. Spending time together is important. But I think one of the other important elements is being in a safe place where you can have some vulnerable conversations. Mm-hmm. Because you can date and not deal with real issues. So I think those go together. You need to date and spend time to get to know the person. Because my dreams when me and Cedric first got together are not my dreams now.
Right.
And you need to know how things have evolved. No, she needs drawing. Come show it. She drawing something and the person half naked. She drew one picture, honey. They was hunching. I was like, that's so nasty.
Peggy said, get better over the years. You just start ignoring the pettiness.
What you want to do?
Wow.
See, she's working on something for school. This was something about racism. So she didn't sketch it out. She didn't start painting. But everybody naked and chiseled. You see it?
no, that's only
the one that these people got on clothes here.
because like.
We'll finish it when you get finished. I'll help you out.
What you need help doing, honey?
No, I'm just saying that's like the white person that like.
The white person?
Yeah, because there's more.
They all look white now.
No, it's not. Well, no.
Anyway.
Oh.
We'll go. Okay. So I saw that naked picture, right? But it was nice. So anyway, invest in your marriage. Realize that you got a lot of people. She is very talented, honey. She got some good pictures. Oh, get some of that pictures. She drew Cedric a picture for his birthday.
She get it from me.
This is Oak Ridge picture, Funk. She did this in about wasn't even 24 hours. This is Oak Ridge picture. See the Oak Ridge, the pioneer. Look at the shoes.
Don't look at the shoes. Them Reeboks, they were terrible. Don't look at them.
But she drew this and painted this picture for him.
Look, she
Give me that black lady too.
She could at least put some Jordans on me or something. She ain't had to paint no Reeboks on there.
Oh, let me show you this too.
Wait a minute, that was quick. You got it.
Listen, I'm gonna show you. She done put these on our wall. When she went to school, y'all see. So that is my oldest son, That's me and Cedric that she drew. That's a picture of her. That is my baby boy. And this is, believe it or not, this picture is the corner of OBT and Old Winter Garden Road. We were at the light. She asked me to get my phone, and she took a picture of that, and she drew it. And then this is, show him this other picture.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's in front of her. She got it covered. Right. My baby got, show me that one on the wall with two pictures of you, the purple and the pink.
Okay.
Hurry up, child. Look, she came in asking for, she always like to ask her daddy opinion for everything.
Because I taught her all of that drawing situation. She got that from me.
Oh, okay.
I'm very, I actually draw a little better than her.
Sure, Shanice.
I draw a little better than she do, but she getting up
She
to my
does.
level.
She does. I don't know where she got that drawing skill from, but that's her talent. She went to one of the top 5 art schools for the summer. She want to show you this picture. Now she almost got a whooping about this picture. You see this? She almost got a whooping about this picture. Cause this right here is just inappropriate. You see this? I don't know how I feel about this.
Just vanished for no reason.
Yeah. You see this here? This nasty. And they got titties and everything. Look, Tanisha talking about, yeah, come through naked people.
No more naked people. That's it.
I mean,
naked people over with. That's it. She's done.
But she got a one that I like. She said she took it to school. She painted a mural on her wall.
Look, you would want some naked people with your nasty stuff.
Look, she does a good job. That's her thing. But she wanted to draw that picture for her daddy, honey, for his 40th birthday on last Saturday. And, honey, she did that thing really quick. So, hey, kudos. That's what she do. But anyway, just to say, we enjoyed everybody on here. Make sure you invest in your marriage and get to know your spouse again. If y'all have lost that connection, start spending time. Start, dating, playing games, board games. Even with, the kids' family night, stuff like that, that's just fun stuff. I mean, when the last time you did something like jump rope, play hopscotch, or pillow fight, those things don't even cost money, but it's just fun because you realize how out of shape you are, you realize how your behind can't jump off the floor anymore. You were like, dog, I can't do nothing no more. I'm just big. But you just end up having fun. So,
whatever.
She got it from me.
Keela says she gonna have her put her and Sean's face on them bodies. Whatever. She got it from me.
So anyway,
look, and don't forget to have conversations where you're genuinely interested in your spouse, what they're going through, what their dreams
without your cell phone,
right, or any distractions,
right?
Because that's how you begin to make that connection with your spouse,
right? Well, we're gonna close on. She should turn the light off for me because it's bright back there. Thanks, babe. Her daddy wasn't gonna let her put that shirt in front of her, honey, because she ain't got no shirt on. He's like, she can't do it. She on the sports bra. I was daddy playing.
Don't do it.
So anyway, we're gonna say a quick prayer on tonight, asking God to cover these marriages. It is a lot of work, but it can be one of the best investments you will ever get. Just to be able to lay in bed and have we've had some. It'd be like, it's been nice. We've been laying in the bed, be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then he like, girl, I gotta go to bed, and we start talking about something, we laugh about something, and it just seemed really silly. But we just being silly because I'm just enjoying. What you said, nasty what?
Party's been on.
Hey, I'm just saying. Just to have some good times is good. Mm-hmm. So let's bow our heads. So we're going to pray momentarily. After this brief commercial. I'm just kidding. Dear Father, we thank you for this night, Lord. We just thank you, Lord, for each and every couple that's represented on here and each and every person that's on here. Mm-hmm. Lord, we ask that you go to each and every house, each and every job, even every workplace, wherever these people are, Lord, and just touch them, teach them how to be husbands and teach them how to be wives, Lord. But Lord, I pray that you would deepen their connection and rejuvenate their marriage, strengthen their marriage, Lord. We pray that no weapon formed against them prosper, Lord. We ask for protection and covering, Lord. Satan, you have no place in their marriage. If their marriage is in a bad place or have been in a marriage in a bad place, tonight is changing, Lord. You are shifting the atmosphere in their house. Yes. They will have fun, excitement. They will have love. They will want to be connected mentally, physically, spiritually, all of those things, Lord, that you will bring it back to a place greater than where it started at. We ask right now for your protection, Lord. No weapon formed against these marriages will prosper. Nothing is too big for God. and nothing is too small that he can't handle, Lord. Right now, we ask for your covering, Lord. We cancel the assignment of the enemy over each and every marriage. They will work. They will survive. They will have fun. They will be connected, Lord, and they will have a testimony, Lord. And we just thank you right now. We call it done in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you guys for joining. It was great. Good conversation. See you next Monday. Invite a friend. Come back. If you have a topic, inbox us.
Yeah, we need some more topics.
Look, you can inbox us. And try to think of something that we haven't necessarily done. Thank you, Funk Love. You got to give us your time. So I want to, you had me jamming, honey. I need to know when your time. Thank you, Robert, for joining.
Thank you.
Robert, my classmate.
Appreciate you.
Williams, good Antonia. It says, Shawnee, thank you for joining us, our cousin too. Peggy.
Appreciate you.
Thank you guys for joining every Monday.
8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock every Monday.
Every clock.
It's supposed to be, thank you, Alphonse. Good to see you. I definitely appreciate you tuning in and your input.
Is that he's speaking in tongues?
That's probably autocorrect. But thank you so much. We still vegan. What, 6 weeks, 7 weeks? 6, 7 weeks strong. We still vegans over here.
Plant life.
Even though my friend trying to corrupt me, be trying to give me food and meat, I'm not falling for the
We call them
banana.
fans, though.
Right.
She's a hater, but we call them fans, though.
All right, y'all. Love you. Good night. Thank you so much for joining. Again, share it to your page so whoever wasn't on here can get blessed. We have a lot of replays.
Hey, listen, don't forget to go to YouTube, Black Love United. We got videos on there. You can watch all the videos that we've done. My lovely wife has been putting them on there slowly but surely. And she has more work to do, and I'm going to help her with that work.
Oh, look at the Lord. You going to help me.
Yeah.
You know you said that last Black Love. You laid that.
But listen, have you put a video on that since then?
I have.
No,
I
because the
actually
last
put
one
two-
you tried to put on it, it didn't go.
No, I put 2 on there.
None of one didn't go.
It did go, sweetie.
You sure? Because
Yes.
it said it failed.
See how he Oak Ridge. That's
Oak
what's
Ridge?
wrong. That's what's wrong with him.
See
So
that?
sick of Oak Ridge people.
Pioneers, baby.
I was dealing with Wiggy and Tommy and Lonzo, all them. I was ready to Tanika. I was ready to throw all them out the window.
Real.
Bye, y'all. Love you. Good night.
Kiss and make up.
Funk Love, please tell me when your jam session is. I need the jam. So I can
What? Work, Andrew, work. Work, Andrew, work.
come on now. Hey,
You stop.
what was
I'm
that?
still going. You stop.
Sneeze, what you got to doing? Who knows?